We cleaned the engine bay, we restored the headlights, decontaminated the paintwork, ceramic coated the wheels, cleaned up the brake calipers, polished the defects out of the paint. We even restored all the plastic trims. But now it is time to apply an Armour Detail Supply ceramic coating to the paintwork of this E39 M5 and show you guys just how easy and how little work it really takes to make your vehicle so much more maintainable and stay cleaner so much longer. I am going to talk about the extent of the prep work in just a second. It's going to be different for everyone's car and the result they're looking for, but I truly believe that any one of us, any skill level of detailing, can apply one of these ceramic coatings at home with a few products like these. First, we are going to need our Armour Detail Supply quartz ceramic coating, panel prep, also by Armour Detail Supply, some gloves to protect our skin, pearl weave towels for our initial wipe, and some edgeless towels for our second wipe. The first thing we're going to grab is our panel prep by Armour Detail Supply. Panel prep products are essential to removing any greases, debris, any leftover residue from polishes and compounds that's on the paint before we apply our ceramic coating. We need the bond to be as good as possible, and this product is what is going to help get us there. What I like to do, one single panel at a time, soak the entire panel. If it's a hood, trunk, or roof, typically do half, but soak it and then go in with a towel and kind of massage it into the paint, making sure I kind of wrap it around all the edges and seams, just because the coating is going to inherently go around there and you want those to be coated as well. Work around the car. Really take your time with this. Making sure the car is as clean as possible is the one step that matters. You can absolutely coat over scratches and defects, but the paint needs to 100% be as clean as possible. That is the main goal prior to the application of the actual coating. If you've been following this series, you'll have seen that this paint was corrected. It's not perfect. This car is over 20 years old and it has had some serious driving mileage put on it, so it's by no means perfect, but it looks good. However, you don't need to have perfect paint in order to apply a ceramic coating. Like I just said, all you need to make sure is that the paint is clean. In my experience, coating over extremely defected paint can make the leveling process of the coating just a little bit harder. Reason being, the coating actually goes into those defects and it kind of gets hidden. So when you're removing it with your towel, it actually gets pushed around a little bit. However, that really isn't the end of the world. You can work around it, so you don't need perfect paint. You can polish the paint if you want, but it doesn't necessarily need to happen. All we need is clean paint, and I know each and every one of you can make that happen at home. Once all of our panels are prepped, we are going to unbox our Armour Detail Supply quartz coating. This coating was formulated to be extremely user-friendly, and it's made up of an innovative blend of polysilicone technology, meaning it's going to give us an extremely slick finish, be exceptionally glossy, tons of optical clarity, and be an absolute breeze to clean, so that cleaning your car isn't a hassle. We can get to the driving and enjoying it and making those washes just a little bit easier. When it comes to actual application strategy of the coating, there's a bunch of different ways you can do it, and they're all very much valid. The only thing we really need to focus on here is even, full coverage. What I like to do is create an X or a line on the panel, depending on which panel it is. Sometimes it's different. Creating this X allows me to pick up new coating when I'm working in each direction. So first I'll go vertical and then I'll go horizontal, making sure I cover every inch. The biggest problems I've seen within the application process are little strips of panel missing here and there when someone will either go typically in circles or in one direction. These are the most common cases I've seen where people miss something and then you just have a dead spot. So you have a perfectly coated car and there's just going to be this one little area that isn't beading quite as good. Oftentimes when you go to level the coating, you will push the coating over that, but it's best to have perfect coverage off rip so you get a nice solid bond with the paintwork. And for size of panel, like I said earlier with the panel prep, if it's a trunk, hood, or roof, I'll do half the panel. But when it comes to pretty much any other panel on the vehicle, we'll work one at a time. If it is a customer's vehicle in a detailing space, typically 2 to 3 panels at a time to make it go a bit faster. But if you're working alone in your garage in conditions that may not be perfectly controlled, I'd say 1 panel at a time. This allows you tons of time to go back and make sure you've left absolutely no high spots. And that's what the 2 towels here really are for. After you've applied the coating to the area you're working in, the time between that and removal is going to be different depending on a couple things, mostly the temperature, but more so the humidity in the space you're working in. The hotter and more humid it is, the quicker that coating is going to flash out and be ready for you to level it. It's winter here in Canada, humidity is very, very low. The shop is set at 70 degrees. I found it was about 120 seconds. You'll kind of know the coating starts to create little micro beads and almost separate. Once you start to see those consistently through the area you coated, I go in with my first pearl weave towel and start to level it out. Might be longer, might be shorter for you depending on where you are. With this Armour Detail Supply quartz coating, it's very forgiving, and that's one of the reasons I really do like it. If you end up leaving it a little bit too long, it's not going to give you a super hard time in the removal process. Some of them really do. Some of them you leave 30 seconds too long and you're going to spend the next 20 minutes trying to figure out how to get it off the dang panel. But this coating, it works with you, not against you, which I really, really like. The goal with the first pearl weave towel is to remove about 90 to 95% of the coating. You might see a little smear here and there, but that's why you go in with your second towel with a little higher nap. I use the Eagle Edgeless from the Rag Company, and then that towel allows me to remove it 100%. And it's good to really check with the light at different angles. The high spots like to hide in ways you can't see them when you're looking straight on or from one angle. You gotta really move around and make sure they're all gone. Luckily though, if you do end up leaving one on the car, it's pretty simple to remove in the first, say 30 minutes to an hour. All you do is reapply coating to that area, re-level it, and it should come off no problem. When I'm done removing the coating from each panel, that's when I'll go back and make sure there's no high spots on that panel. Previously, I would go around the entire vehicle and then look for them at the very end, but they're often so small that trying to find little tiny bits on the entire car ends up taking more time than actually coating it the first time. So this way, you check each panel, you're confident that it's locked in and solid, and you can move on to the next one, which allows you to really take your time and ultimately enjoy your time coating the car, make it a bit more of a relaxing experience than something that's stressful with your product working against you. One thing I would note, if you are going to be working a bit slower, the microfiber applicator that Armour Detail supplies is great, but if you are working slower, it's best to flip that applicator halfway through the job. That coating can start to harden up really quickly, and on softer clear coats, Porsche, some Audi, you can sometimes see micro scratches from the actual applicator in the paintwork. If it hardens up, you'll kind of know it changes texture. It's a little bit grippier, but it's just best practice. Halfway through the car, flip it around, start using the other side, and then you never have to worry about anything like that. When you go back and apply the coating to the actual applicator, the first one you do want to add quite a bit to kind of prime it like you would most things, but each time you go back to refill the applicator after each panel, you just need a little bit. I typically do one line diagonally across it, and that fills the panel, no problem. You're always going to need much less product than you anticipate, and I'd say one 30 milliliter bottle, when it's I'd say mid-size, smaller size sedan like this, should allow you to do 2 cars with 1 layer on the paintwork, glass, and trims without any problems. If you're using more than that, you're probably using just a little bit too much. When you do apply too much coating to the applicator, it's not a huge problem. All that happens is it goes on, great coverage, but when you go to remove it and level it out, it just gets pushed around with the towel for seemingly forever. It takes a really long time to get it properly leveled and so that there isn't smears and high spots all over the panel. And you learn pretty quickly that less is definitely always more when it comes to ceramic coatings. Another thing people talk about often with the coatings is that they are quite expensive. It's typically over $100 for a 30 milliliter bottle. I believe that's the case with this one from ADS. And that may seem like quite a bit upfront in comparison to the other waxes and sealants you could apply to your car. But like we just talked about, one 30 milliliter bottle is going to get you 2 vehicles in most cases, and both those vehicles are going to last you roughly 3 years. That's what ADS suggests with this coating, and I know they're a very, very honest group of guys, so it's probably going to be quite a bit more, but a realistic, real-world lifespan is 3 years for this coating. Even if you were going to apply a wax in increments of, say, 4 times a year for those 3 years, you're going to be in it for way more money than you would be paying for this initial coating, and you wouldn't be able to experience a coated vehicle. It's a lot of fun. It's completely different than a wax or any sealant. It looks a bit better. It performs way better, and the fact that you only need to do that first initial hard application to last that long is pretty incredible in my opinion. As I mentioned earlier, Armour Detail Supply designed this coating as a single layer, and that's exactly what we did. You could do a second or third layer, but you're not necessarily adding the protection or the benefits that you think you are. You're not always doubling and tripling up the thickness of the coating. You're just kind of adding more work for yourself. So single layer on this is going to be perfect. I remember 5, 6, 7 years ago, there were so many coatings on the market that were 3 layers. You would do 2 base layers and a top coat, and that would be just to get you up to that manufacturer spec and the warranty that they are offering. Now I think the industry is a lot more transparent and a lot more fluid in the way that they're saying a coating, it could last 5 years in California, it might last a year and a half in Canada, depending on how you take care of the vehicle, where it's stored. There's so many different factors that I think we've opened up the conversation to say, hey, this is our best product, but it's up to you guys to figure out how to maintain it and how to take care of it to suit you best. This M5, it's not going to be driven that much, so it's going to last a lot longer. But then again, if in 1 year or a year and a half you don't like the finish on it because you've added so many wash defects and different etchings from driving and whatnot, you could polish those off, inherently removing the coating, and refresh it. There's just an unlimited amount of factors. What I like to push for is just the best water behavior and self-cleaning possible that you can get. Maintain that as long as you can, but when it's time to re-up, it is going to be time to re-up. So what we're doing now, it's Friday, I'm gonna let this sit for the whole weekend. So 72 hours, we're gonna come in and I'm gonna show you the water behavior on this Armour Detail Supply coating. I've used it plenty of times now and I know it is fantastic, but I'm excited to show you guys what a little bit of work, a little bit of labor, and a little bit of money can do to the protection of your vehicle and keeping it as nice as possible, as long as possible. So I'm gonna cut the lights, come back in a few days, and I'll show you guys what is up. Now, it wouldn't be a true ceramic coating installation video without showing you the water behavior on the coated paint once it's fully cured. And now this has been 72 hours. This is fine to get wet, and this is what the water is reacting like. As detailers, as detailing enthusiasts, car enthusiasts, we're all familiar with the water bead, and we all know what it represents. Essentially, a clean, protected vehicle. Beyond that, I think a lot of us don't fully understand what is happening, but basically it all comes down to surface tension and contact angle that the coating is changing, allowing the vehicle to basically be invincible to things that are sticking or touching it, and allow them to be removed and fall off the vehicle a lot easier. Visually speaking, if the water can't stick to it and it falls right off, that also means road debris, environmental fallout, bird droppings, other objects are gonna hit the paint and not stick to it, meaning when it comes to cleaning it, it's gonna be a lot easier. Also meaning it's gonna create less defects in the wash process, allowing your vehicle to stay cleaner longer, but also stay protected from defects like regular wash, marring, and swirls a lot longer. And I think that compounding with all the other effects and benefits of this ceramic coating really creates one really great product that I think everyone that is into cars or just cares about the cleanliness of their things should experience at least once, just to get a taste, see if you like it, see if you think it's worth your time or money to get done. I personally think it is. Cars I've had that I haven't coated they didn't get destroyed, but they aged at such a quicker rate than the ones that have been coated. Whether you're maintaining it all the time or just leaving it, the coating really does help make the vehicle feel new a lot longer. If you guys want to coat your own car, I'm going to leave the link to this quartz coating by ADS in the description below. There are coupon codes to TOC Supplies, Car Supplies Warehouse, and Carzilla, so no matter where you shop, you can save a little bit of money, support this channel, support great detailing brands, and have fun out there.